True Media. Hey, check this out one time. When you know better, you do better. When you get to a certain age, it's time to start moving different. You got to respect yourself enough to grow up and mature from the past. You can't be holding on to old habits. You can't be holding on to old people. You dig what I'm saying? We grown now. You got to learn from your past mistakes and you got to move forward in life. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody gonna save you out here. Everybody had a free will to make their own choices and decisions. Everybody had a free will to make their own choices and decisions. Your future is in your hands. The only thing gonna matter after you gone is what people say about you and how they feel about you. So make sure you prioritize and make sure you treating people right. Make sure you respect your body. Make sure you have some kind of values, some kind of morals. You standing on some kind of principles. You standing with integrity. You moving with integrity. When you know better, you do better. Stop dealing with people don't mean you no good. Stop getting strung out on drugs and getting high when you got to go to work tomorrow morning. Stop jumping from relationship to relationship when you're trying to heal, when you're in the process of healing and getting your life together. Don't go around people and hang out all times of the night. Especially if you know you ain't got to be there. Stop trying to put on for everybody on the gram. Stop spending all your money on frivolous things that really don't bring you no peace. Stop spending your money on shit that don't hold no true value, that you ain't gonna need later on. Learn how to prioritize. Learn how to be thankful for the things you got. When you know better, you do better. Your future lies in your hands. Your future lies in your hands. We all got the free will to make our own choices and decisions. You know, if you done got 3 or 4 DUIs before, you shouldn't be driving drunk no more. Order an Uber. Have somebody else to drive you if you gonna drink. Have a designated driver. I be knowing people who got 3, 4 DUIs and they still on the road driving, drunk. Ain't learned they lesson for nothing. If you done did time in jail and you know you got friends that's around you that's moving backwards, that can potentially cause you to lose your freedom, you need to separate yourself from that crowd. You need to separate yourself from them. You done did all this time in jail and you get out and you get influenced by the same group of people who caused you to go to jail the first time. You still ain't learned your lesson. Next time, you might not never get out. Next time, you might not never make it through that situation. Next time, the judge might not give you no break. When you know better, you do better. It's time to start making the right choices and decisions for ourselves out here. If you got a job or you on a job and you know that they tell you to be there a certain kind of time, but you want to party all night and it causes you to keep ending up late, keep ending up being late to the job. And they telling you, you only got one more warning to come late and we gonna give you a strike. You need to learn how to prioritize and be responsible and make sure you make it on time to work. That way you can keep some money in your pocket. That way you can keep something going for yourself. Don't sabotage your future. Don't sabotage your blessings and the good thing God gave you because you act like you don't know no better and you act like you ain't got no sense. See, that's the problem, and that's what's wrong with a lot of us nowadays. We know what we supposed to be doing, but we ignorant, we arrogant, and we stubborn. A lot of us out here, especially when you get grown, you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You know right from wrong. Don't nobody got to tell you where you should be, how you should be moving, how you should be living. You know right from wrong. You know stealing can potentially cause you to end up in jail. You know drinking and driving could potentially cause you to end up in jail. You know jumping from relationship to relationship can cause you a lifetime full of pain and a lot of heartache and pain and heartbreaks. You know this stuff. Should nobody have to tell you when you get grown how to move? Should nobody have to constantly remind you to make better decisions and better choices for yourself? Is you gonna slip up? Of course, everybody slip up every now and then. Ain't nobody perfect. But you need to be learning from your mistakes. You need to be learning from your mistakes and taking the things that you done dealt with in the past. And you need to be learning from that shit. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, you have to learn how to be responsible. We all got to learn how to be more responsible with our time, with our energy, with who we love, with how we move. Got to be more responsible. When you know better, you do better. Should nobody have to tell you nothing at a certain age. I know some people right now in life who's constantly ending up with the odds stacked against them because they keep putting themselves in situations that they knew better than putting themselves in. They keep walking into situations that don't mean them no good. They keep turning a blind eye to the red flags that could potentially cause them to lose their freedom or lose their life. The red flags and the signs is always there. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the red flags. Should nobody have to tell you how to move when you get grown, when you get of a certain age. It's called being responsible. It's called being responsible. You got to do what you got to do as an adult to live a good life, to stay out of trouble, to stay away from negativity, to stay out of drama. When you know better, you do better. It ain't no excuses. And a lot of us making a lot of excuses for our shortcomings, but we the problem. Keep it real. A lot of the times we be the problem. We be the reason why we go through certain things in life. We be the reason why we be going through breakup after breakup. We be the reason why we can't find a good woman. For the women out here, y'all be the reason why y'all can't find a good man. Sometimes you got to learn how to listen. You got to learn how you need to learn from your past mistakes and your failures. And you need to capitalize on the things and the lessons in the past that can prevent you from making the same mistake twice or 3 times or 4 times. When you know better, you do better. That's all I'm saying. It's time to do better. It's time to think wiser. It's time to think smarter. It's time to be more productive. Don't go around people who gonna bring the worst out of you if you know you got a temper problem. Don't go to a job and trying to deal with people on a day-to-day basis and you know you got a temper problem. Pick another job where you ain't got to deal with a lot of people. If you know you got to study tomorrow for your test at school, you shouldn't be hanging out the night before. You trying to get your bachelor's degree. You trying to get a degree in psychology or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? You trying to level up in life. You need to make sure that you're responsible and you put yourself in the best position to move forward and win when you're trying to level up. I just want to hit y'all with this, man, because it's a lot of us, even though we self-improving, even though we taking care of ourselves, we starting to understand that we need to work on ourselves. A lot of the things that we cause is self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted wounds. Things we know better than not to do no more. Things we know we shouldn't be indulging in no more. And you can feel it. It's a gut feeling when you about to do some shit. You can feel it in your gut. You can feel it in your mind. You can feel it in your soul. Man, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. This ain't gonna end well. Warning come before destruction. Warning come before destruction. You always gonna get some kind of warning or some kind of sign before you make the wrong decision or the wrong choice that can cause you to end up losing your life or losing your freedom or losing somebody good or losing out on a certain kind of opportunity. You always gonna get a warning or a sign. You gotta be responsible. We gotta be responsible, because I'm talking to myself too. I ain't perfect. It's some things I gotta work on as well. And at the end of the day, when you know better, you do better. It ain't no excuses. We grown now. Let's start moving like it. Okay? So I love y'all, man. I thank y'all for all the love, man. First and foremost, shout out to everybody, man. I thank y'all for all the love. You know, everybody who just now finding the channel, everybody who's been with me for the past few weeks, I thank y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all take care of yourself. Work on yourself. Have some self-value. Have some pride about yourself. And not pride like you looking down on nobody, but pride like I need to get things done for myself to step into my calling. I need to work on myself. It's time to be responsible. You feel me? And so until next time, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'll let y'all later.